All right, boys and girls. Now we might, if you've already been to our 950 session, then we already have read this story. If we haven't and you're reading the story, you're going to hear it again or for the first time. So, like we said in our morning message, some fairy tales have dragons. And now this is a very silly story. Remember, what does make-believe mean? Yeah, it means it's not real. It's silly. It's someone's imagination making the story come to life. Because are there really dragons? No, and especially with clothes, right? We wouldn't see that. So, this fairy tale is called Once Upon a Time in Dragonland. Look at this front cover. What do you see? Yeah, right? You see dragons with clothes and a little baby dragon flying. And I want to give you a little hint. This story is humorous. Can you say humorous? That means the story is funny, it's silly, and it makes you laugh. So while I'm reading this story today, I want you to be listening for different parts of the story that are humorous or funny, okay? This story is titled Once Upon a Time in Dragonland. And the author, or the person who wrote the words, is Alma Florata. And it's illustrated by, remember that's the picture maker, Sandra Lavandera. Here we go. Once upon a time in Dragonland. Once upon a time in Dragonland, there lived a family of extraordinary dragons. They were huge, with shining scales and very, very large teeth. Oh, but the most surprising thing about them was their enormous appetite. That means they are always hungry. Your appetite tells you when you're hungry or when you want food. So they have an enormous appetite. Do you think they eat a little bit or a lot? A lot. Their appetite is always going. It's very huge. The father was called Fire Eater. The mother was called Dragonette. The little dragon, Baby, was just learning how to crawl. Each member of the dragon family had a favorite food. Baby could pull himself over to a shiny van and gobble it all up. Small trucks were his favorite. Father Dragon's favorite was trains. What? He swallowed tank cars like gumdrops, popping them down his throat without pausing to chew. He only took time to savor the puffing engines because the steam tickled his lips. Mother Dragon, she was on a diet. She wanted to stay in shape. She nibbled on buses, trucks, and an occasional bike. The delicate dragon ate very little. One time, an unsuspecting plane landed in the field next to the dragon family home. Baby was delighted. He thought a tasty snack had fallen out of the sky. Baby Dragon crawled to the plane. The little plane took one look at the dragon. It shook with fear. Quickly, it restarted its engine, zipped down the runway, and soared into the sky. Baby opened his wings and swooped after the plane. Even though he was just learning to crawl, Baby had been flying gracefully since the day he was born. Fire Eater! Fire Eater! Our child is gone! Cried Dragonette. Hurry! We must rescue him! He is following that little plane. He wants to play a flying game. Ever since that day, the dragon parents play hide and seek with their little one in the sky. Those who do not know the story talk of lightning and thunder. But when the clouds form and flashes of light rumble across the sky, you will know that it is only the great dragons playing with their child. The end. Let's give our story a round of applause. Awesome job. Thank you for joining me. Now I want to know, which part of the story was humorous to you? Which part was the funniest?